Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, we are going to be doing my final reread of the Shatter Me series. So if you haven't seen, I've already posted 2 other parts to this. Obviously, the series is literally huge and I wasn't planning on waiting this long. I really was planning on doing this in like March, but I just time got away from me and I had a lot going on. So we're doing it now. So the rest of the books that I have to read are these 4. So I have to finish off. So I've read Shadow Me. I have to read Reveal Me. So I'll probably, I don't know if that one comes first though. I'll have to look at the reading order, but I have to read this one. And then I have to read Defy Me. This is a whole book. And then I have to read Imagine Me. And then I have to read Believe Me. I know that this one is last, so I'm not sure about the other ones, but I'm really excited to finish this. I wasn't even gonna finish it. I was like, I don't really care anymore. Like, I'm so burned out on it. But now, looking back, I'm like, no, I want to see how it actually ends. Because I don't I remember, but I don't remember the details of what happened. So I would really love to finish it. And this is not gonna take me all week. This is gonna be pretty easy, especially with these 2. So adding on to that, I'm also going to be reading Release Me in this video. If you don't know, this is a new series in the Shatter Me series. This is book 1, actually right here, and this is book 2. And I'm so excited because I loved Watch Me. I thought it was so good, and I really love seeing the story continued. And so I'm so excited to finally get to this. So we are going to be reading all of these books in this video. Honestly, it probably shouldn't take me that long. I'm not planning on taking you forever, but I don't see these taking me forever unless Defy Me and Imagine Me really slow me down. But I know I'll fly through Reveal Me, Believe Me, and Release Me. So I'm really excited to know I do have a lot going on today, but I'm gonna read as much as I can. I know I'll be able to finish Reveal Me, and then I'll definitely start Defy Me. Okay, so I accidentally finished. Where is this book? Where is it? Bro, what? Bro, where? Okay, I only just finished Defy Me in one sitting. It's 357 pages of glory and bliss. I give this 5 stars. I don't know what it is about this series. Obviously you need to have seen the other 2 videos to watch this one. I've been giving the most weirdest ones 5 stars. I'm telling you what. The first one I gave 5 stars was Unravel Me. Never would have thought that. I never would have been yeah, I'm gonna give that one 5 stars. Never. Obviously Ignite Me. That one I knew was coming. And then I guess this is the next book. No, Restore Me. I did not give Restore Me 5 stars. I give it 4.75 or something. This was 5 stars. I'm so confused. Everything that we're building up to has been so glorious. This is feeling so reminiscent of other books. Not in a bad way though. Not to be you're copying them, but it's just it's making it a lot easier for me to understand. And this one definitely came out before the other ones that I've read. I'm having the best time. I'm telling you, if you have not read this series, please do. Please do. The yearning. This man has waited years, lost his memories, got them back for her. Happened to a lot of them though, a lot of these kids. Really horrific stuff that's going on in these books. Specifically this one, so far that I've seen. I know that it's just gonna keep getting darker. I only have one more book left in the series. I do have 2 novellas left, and then the spin-off series, The New Republic. I've already read Watch Me. Obviously, I told you that we're gonna read Release Me in this video. I thought about maybe rereading Watch Me too, but I don't think that I'm gonna have time for that, so we're just gonna read Release Me together. But I think tonight I'm also going to read Reveal Me because it's not that long and I have an hour of time to kill. So I think I'm gonna read this real quick. Like, it's literally not gonna take me, it's gonna probably just take me like an hour. So I'm gonna read this real quick. I don't know who's, I guess it is from Kenji's perspective. I don't remember if this one was Kenji's, the first one. I think it was. Was it Kenji's? Yeah. So I think this one's also from Kenji. So I'm gonna read this real quick and then we'll reconvene. Okay, so I just finished Reveal Me. I don't understand how people read this series and don't read the novellas. Because like people don't read them. Isn't that crazy? If you have read them, like these books, and you haven't read the novellas, I totally recommend doing a reread and reading the novellas with them, because oh my gosh, I don't give novellas 5 stars. They're not books, but I have a list of ones I would, and this will be joining it because this was insane. All of the novellas in this series have been, other than the one that was like Adam's point of view. Like, I don't care. That sounds awful. Like, obviously love him, but he's not Warner. So, but that was a great novella. Obviously, it's in the Shatter Me series. I'm gonna love it. I'm really liking the direction we're going. I like vaguely remember this from my like first initial read. But there are obviously details I am missing. Like, there was like one big detail that I missed from like my first read, and now like reading it again in this, I was like, that did not even cross my mind. So I'm really glad I'm doing this. So all I have left is Imagine Me, Believe Me, and then Reveal Me. I'm so scared. I'm actually so scared. Please pray for me. Oh my gosh. So I know we talked about last night that I finished both. I finished Defy Me and Reveal Me. I haven't read any more. I have not started Imagine Me yet. It's just the next morning. But I've been like thinking all night, I'm like, how are they gonna wrap up the whole series in this one book? I don't think it's that long. Unless I'm missing one. I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I just have Imagine Me and then Believe Me. Believe Me is the novella. And then I have, obviously I'm gonna read Release Me with you as well. But that's like separate. So I'm like, because, I mean, I don't know. I know that she can do it. Obviously, I love the series for a reason, but I'm a little like skeptical. I'm hoping it's gonna be a 5-star. Imagine Me. I really am hoping it's gonna be a 5-star, but I don't know. Like, I just don't remember what happens at all. So we're gonna have to figure that one out together. But I'm trying to get everybody I know to read these books because so many of them have been 5 stars for me. Like, this is a 6-star series for me. It's so good. I'm sorry if you can hear the clicking. It's my French toast sticks in the toaster oven, but I'm just so flabbergasted. But I'm so sad that it's almost over. But thank God we have another series, you know. So, but I mean, it is a huge series. So I'm going to also continue with her books. I've not read another one of her books, but I'm gonna start this Woven Kingdom probably in May. And so you'll see that maybe. But I'm really excited because I love her writing. I haven't heard much about the book she came out with before this Woven Kingdom. I think it's called like A Very Large Expanse of the Sea, something like that. I'm really not sure what that's about, and I don't know if it's like, I don't know if people like that either. So I'll have to do a little research on that, but I'm definitely going to read this Woven Kingdom. I've heard so many good things about that, so we will end up reading that together in a different video. But I'll get back to you when I have an update with Imagine Me. Is that what it's called? Imagine Me? That sounds weird. Oh my gosh, guys, I've actually had the longest week of my entire life. But last night I ended up reading, I've been doing this, I've just been binging all of them and not saying anything to you, but I did end up reading all of Imagine Me. I did want to finish this last night though. I kind of gave myself that goal, and I did. And this book was 5 stars. So we're gonna obviously talk about all of my rankings at the end of this video, and we still have more books to go, but I absolutely loved this. I loved the way the series ended. And obviously this was the end, but it wasn't the end. I love the way everything was wrapped up. It was a little like, I don't know how to put this. Like, I just would love to see this, and I know that they attempted to make like a show or a movie or whatever, but like I would love to see it like actually like being put out that way. I sometimes have a hard time visualizing what I'm reading, and I could kind of tell with this book, but for the series as a whole, I know what's going on. I've been with these characters for so long. It gets easier to understand. But the ending was spectacular, and I'm so glad that I ended up finishing this. If you don't know, I might have said earlier, I did not plan to continue reading the rest of the series. I was just like, I was kind of like out of it, but I'm so glad that I did, because this was so good. It was so good. I loved most of the endings for our characters. Obviously there was a lot of heartbreak. All in all, we had a very beautiful ending, and I'm so excited. And along with that, this morning I finished Believe Me. Obviously this is not a huge book, it's a novella. Give it 4 stars. I don't give novellas 5 stars. But this was phenomenal. If I was gonna give it a true rating, it would have been 5 stars. This was so good. This was so good. And I think to read it correctly, you need to read it right after you read Imagine Me. Like, you don't need to waste any time. Obviously it is the book that comes after. It is the last one in the series, but you also want to still stay in it like as quickly as you can. Like, you don't want to wait like a week to read it. You want to read it right then, and I totally recommend doing that. I'm gonna give you spoilers. I think I've said that earlier, but this video will have spoilers in it. Obviously Believe Me was the surprise wedding for Warner, and it was so good. That's exactly what he needed, and I'm so glad that he finally got that in the end. Just honestly so happy for him. It was a great ending for him, also for Juliet, and I love Kenji. I think if this series did not have Kenji in it, I would not love it as much as I do. Very thankful for him. Obviously, I love him. He's one of the best characters we have from any series ever, any book I've ever read. Kenji is top 10. I love him. He brings everything to the table and leaves nothing behind. I absolutely love him. Getting to know him on a deeper level in the later books has been a great joy of mine. But moving on from the both of these, I just want to give you all my rankings now, but this is not the end of the video. I'm also going to be reading Release Me in this video. I told you that I read Watch Me. Watch Me? Yes, Watch Me. I guess I read it last year. I guess it came out last year. And I honestly don't remember too many details from it. I know it's James, which is Adam's younger brother. I know, like, he is the main character. I know he's the main character. But I don't know what we're walking into exactly. So I'm a little scared. I did get a signed copy. I think I told you that. I'm really excited about this. I'm probably going to finish this tonight. I am actually going to finish this tonight. I have given myself a goal that I have to read this book and another book that's separate from this video by tonight. Today is April 30th, and I want to have these in my April wrap up. So I am going to be finishing this tonight, but it's like 7 o'clock, so I can definitely do it. But I'll let you know when I have an update of like what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, when I like start to figure out everything that's going on. We'll talk again. Okay, I've actually only read 1 chapter of this book so far, and I'm really confused. I kind of wish I had done a reread of Watch Me before I started reading this, but I think I am just gonna continue, and maybe I'll pick up on some. I might watch a little video of like a recap on Watch Me. But the first chapter, this is spoilers, I'm so sorry, is in Warner's perspective. And I was not expecting that. I don't remember him a ton in the other book. I could be wrong. And they're also talking about James being, like, he did something wrong. And I'm so confused. But, like, Adam and Warner are talking about how he did something wrong. They're also his brothers, so I don't know what, like, if they deem what he did wrong is actually wrong. Like, I don't know, but we'll see. If I like get a really far into it and I have no idea what's going on, I will just stop reading it and come back to it at a later date. But I'd really like to just get this done now, and I will eventually do a reread of Watch Me. Like, I'm not gonna not do it. But another side note, it's been like not even 5 minutes. Kenji's kind of like bringing us back up to speed, and I remember now, so we're good. But he kind of just said what was going on. I'm gonna tell you because this is spoilers, but he says that James basically fell in love with this psychopath that was a mercenary for the reestablishment, and she scammed him into bringing her into the heart of the resistance, and that's why they're kind of like, you messed up. So I'm really glad. Thank you, Kenji. Thank you for being a loudmouth. I love you. Oh my gosh, everyone. Oh my gosh. I low-key was expecting this to be a 5-star, but you never know, right? You never know. I fully remembered. Obviously not every detail from the first one, but most of them, and I get this a 5-star. I absolutely loved it, and I think it has good reviews on Goodreads. But I did see a couple that were like, they were wrong. This was perfect. This was so perfect. It was like, it kind of just feels like we're like short stories getting to like the bigger part, but I don't mind. I love these characters. I love the series. It can do no wrong. This was perfection. I love James. So, anywho, but yeah. If you haven't read this, please do. Please read all of the series. But before I tell you to read all the series, I'm going to rank them for you because obviously that's what we're doing. We're at the end. Now I have to rank them. But first of all, I'm going to take out all the novellas and rank those for you first because obviously they're only... Whoa. Is that it? What the heck? Are you kidding me? I guess... Okay. So the first ones we read are Destroy Me and Fracture Me. I loved this one. Did not care about this one. This one is from Warner's POV. Obviously, I loved it, and I believe that this one is from Adam's, but let me check real quick. This one is from Adam's point of view. This one is probably my least favorite novella, and all of them just did not care. I'm so sorry. And it's not like me, like, just, like, really disliking Adam. I don't care for him, but I also just didn't think it was the greatest one, so. This one is from Kenji's perspective. This one is a bit of everyone. I don't remember this one, actually, at all. But I remember I just read it. I swear I just read it. I had to for this video. But I liked both of these. So that's kind of where they're at. And then I obviously, you know that I loved Believe Me. I don't really care for weddings in books, but it was tasteful and it was a surprise. So I liked it. It was good. So these were the two books that I gave 4 stars, okay? Shatter Me, obviously, we're getting set up in the world. There's a lot of Adam happening. There's a lot of Adam happening, and I don't care for the Adam that's happening. I don't care. I did the first time I read it. This is obviously a reread, so I know what's happening going into it, but I just don't care. This one is so much information. So much information. We obviously needed all that information, but it was just definitely harder to get through. So, I love both of these, but they are on the bottom of the totem pole, okay? I'm so sorry. I think it would be really sad of me to actually have to rank these because I love them all so much. So we're just going to start out with which one came next. So, we have Unravel Me. I remember really disliking this one the first time I read it. I just thought there was way too much information. And at the beginning, it can be that way, but like the last half completely sucked me in. Oh my gosh. I don't remember. Like, I just don't remember why I disliked it so much. But I absolutely love it. I'm gonna go in with Ignite Me. Obviously, this is everyone's favorite. And this is not me ranking these. These are all the #1 spot. But this is where we really get to see Warner shine. I love it. Defy Me. This was a lot slower paced, I think. This one I could not put down. I think I read it in one night. I think I read all of these in one night actually, but was it this one? I think it was. Yeah. So good. Like, we're just continuing on with the story. It's definitely not as long as the other ones, but it still manages to keep up, okay? But this was a wonderful wrap up of this series. I'm so glad that I actually finished this. There were so many good things about this book, and I'm so glad that we finally got to see all of that, because it was devastating, but it was worth it, I guess. Thank you for coming to this week's video. I will catch you in the next one.